Hello, Trevor Emden here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find hot content ideas for your social media posts, blog posts, anything if you want, that are guaranteed to be in demand. Hot content ideas. Now if you're in business as a solopreneur, as with a small business of your own, whatever it is, you've got an organization, there's no question you need to be on social media and you need to be establishing your brand and putting it out there in people's faces, not in a pushy way, but you need to be able to do that every day so people are aware of you. Otherwise, in this day and age with so much information bombarding everyone, they're just going to forget about you, right? They're not going to bed every night thinking, I wonder if that brand's going to post anything tomorrow. It's your responsibility to do it. And therefore, finding content is crucial and key and has become very problematic for people. So I'm going to give you a golden tip about how often to post and how to know what to post. And in addition, I want you to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to show you a smart new way to get all of the above done, finding the content, posting it, the whole lot, in less than an hour a week. In fact, probably when you get good at it, about half an hour a week, without the need to hire an expensive social media agency or manager or anything else. So stick with me. Let's hop over to the internet and I'm going to show you the hacks I use to do this. So stay right where you are. Okay, so first place to go is good old Amazon. Now, this is one of my favorite hacks and I've used this a lot and I've taught it a few times as well. And I don't know how many other people are doing it. I know some others are, but it just seems so obvious because the beauty of the internet these days is that it's so transparent in finding out what people want and what their problems are. So I decided that for the sake of an example, let's suppose that I want to help sellers, maybe my sales team, close more sales. So I'm looking for sales techniques and closing sales. So I actually typed in sales techniques into the search bar here, and Amazon came up with put books on the end of it for me. So I thought, all right, well, it sells books, so that's a fairly obvious thing to do. So books or Kindle books for this purpose, I don't mind. And the first one that came up is this one. This is the Wolf of Wall Street himself. And so what I want to know, I want to be sure that it's a bestseller. Now, the first thing is I can see it's got 973 ratings, so it's obviously, if 973 people have written about it, it's pretty hot seller. And you know, I know who he is, so I'm not really in much doubt, but I'm going to check anyway. So the first thing I do is scroll down, and we'll learn about him. But I want to see Amazon's stats. So here we are, and we can see that the book itself is. I want to know if it's in the top 100,000. As you can see. If that stops popping up, it's in the top 30,000, number 27 in the Kindle store. So that's fine. It's number 28, so it's well inside the top 100 in 3 different categories. That's good enough for me. That book is selling like hotcakes. So then I would also start reading the ratings. I want to know what people say, not in terms of this was a great book or, you know, the cover was bent, or I don't care about that. What I want to see is what they say it had and what it didn't have inside as well. So one of the things I would do, if I just scroll down to where those ratings were again, put mouse over that, I think it'll show me. So there we go. So 4% are 3-star. So I'm not going to do that now because it takes too much time, but I would click on that 3-star and read some of those. 3-star ratings, I always think, are very significant because they're not saying the book was brilliant, because people who say it's brilliant, it's like, well, that's nice, but that's not teaching us anything. But neither are they saying it was terrible. They're in the middle. So although there's only 4% of them, there's still 4% of 973 people. So there should be, you know, a couple of dozen or so. I'm not working out 4% of 973 in my head, but there'll be a sufficient number for us to get a sense of what did they think it lacked? What were they looking for that they didn't give it 4 or 5 stars? So that's going to help us as well with marketing. But the other thing that is crucial for finding out what people want, why are they reading this book, is to look inside, and hopefully this will pop up when I'm recording. There it is. And what I want is this. I might read more of the content as well, but I just want the contents. Now, I'm not going to plagiarize. That's not the idea. I'm just looking at that. These chapter titles, are keeping people reading this book. So I don't know what he means by inventing the straight line. That's obviously, he's cracking the code for sales and influence. Well, I don't know which way he goes with that, but sales and influence, obviously, key words there. But tonality and body language, we could do something with that. So what's the kind of tonality and body language you should use to be more sure of closing a sale? A surefire formula for managing your state. This is straight out of NLP, I think, but state management is very important. Tonality, body language, again, prospecting, another key word there. Straight line prospecting. Sales presentations, world-class sales presentations. I don't know what looping is. I can probably guess, but I don't know, so I would have to read the book. But I've got 3 or 4 little things out of that. Now, I would do that with probably 3 or 4, even half a dozen of the bestsellers. By the way, can't resist while I'm here. This is my book. It's also to do with selling. Why Aren't Beggars Rich? It's called. Just point that out. It just popped up there. So there we are. Right. So that's Amazon. Right. Next one. I'm going to take you over to YouTube. Just stay right there. Now, YouTube is an absolute goldmine for finding content ideas. So as you can see, all I've done here, I haven't done how to close sales or anything like that. I'll let that take care of itself. I'm not looking for a specific video. I'm just looking to see what comes up with my very naked search term here. Okay, so I put in sales techniques there. Now there are 2 or 3 things, or 3 I think, I want to show you about YouTube, because you'll never ever run out of ideas just using YouTube alone. Okay, so the first is the videos themselves. Let's look at those. So what comes up? Okay, so that's an advert. Tyson Zahner is an excellent teacher, but he's paid for that. So I'm going to ignore that for the moment because it's at the top because it's sponsored. I want to know what's organically at the top. So, and how much traction it's getting. So Vanessa Van Edwards, she's got, nearly 500,000 subscribers to her channel. And in 5 years, she's had 441,000 views of this video, Killer Sales Tactics. Okay, so we could look at that and look at the description, look at the keywords, the tags she's using, and so on. We could watch the video, indeed. But how to convince a customer to buy from you? Now, Dan Lock's another huge name in this field. Very, very famous. He's got 2.61 million subscribers. And as you can see, he's had 835,000 views of this video alone. So definitely worth watching. So sales techniques, closing sales tips, techniques again, how to master the art of selling. So all of these and every single one of them will give you new ideas. But there's more, because over here on the right hand side, you can see, if my computer will scroll properly. Right, so up here is a little box. Now this, can you see it's got a little red K in it? Now that comes from a Chrome extension, which used to be free and is now nearly free, and I'll tell you why in a moment, called Keywords Everywhere. Now, Keywords Everywhere is an absolute gem. It is so useful. Now, you can see up here, under my search term, volume 8,100 per month. That's the number of searches. Now, that's Keywords Everywhere doing that. It's pulling that data from I think Google's own stats. If you did want to pay for the keyword, it's telling you that it would cost you about $1.73 a click. And I don't know what the competition means. I'm not sure about that stat. Never used it. Right. So, but the other thing you can see here as well is another extension called vidIQ. Oh, let me tell you why Keywords Everywhere isn't free. It used to be free. It's nearly free now. It used to be free, but unfortunately, when something like that is free, people ruin it. So they set up bots and things and millions of keywords to try and suck it dry, as it were. And of course, it kind of broke its servers and its database, and it had to be stopped. So in order to stop it, Keywords Everywhere now charges $10 for, I think it's 100,000 credits. Now I spent my $10 months ago, and I think I've still got more than 99,000 credits, and I use it all the time. So it lasts ages. Obviously, it depends how often you do use it, but it is really, really, really cheap. But it does stop people doing that. Now, vidIQ, you should get that as well. It's free. It's also a Chrome extension. Only works with Chrome, I think. So you're tied into Chrome, but it's approved by YouTube, which is Google as well. So it's giving you some data. It tells you how popular the search term is, so we know that there's good volume for it. But also tells you other queries, closing techniques, training techniques, sales training, related keywords, a whole lot of data. When you go into individual videos, it'll give you the tags and things that each video is using, each video maker is using. So I've got one more tool to show you, and then don't go away, because I'm going to show you how you can do all of this in under half an hour a week, or certainly under an hour a week, but I reckon you'll get it down to less than that once you see what I've got to show you. So don't go away, but I'm going to show you one more free tool first. Okay, so here we are. This is Ubersuggest. Just type in Ubersuggest. It's actually neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest. But there are paid versions of this, but you don't need them for 99% of the purposes that you're likely to want it for. Well, maybe you're in the 1% that does, but for what I'm going to show you, don't need it. Now, I've typed in here, I haven't actually done this yet. I thought I'd do it live with you. So I've typed in sales technique closing, because that's what vidIQ is, one of the keywords that vidIQ brought up from the previous page on YouTube. So I'm just going to click search. Now you can put domains in here as well. You can see you can get keywords from a competitor's domain. This is an amazing tool, considering it doesn't cost anything. The data it gives you is phenomenal. But I wanted to show you this because it will actually give you content ideas. So I'll just pause the video while that does its thing. Oh, it's coming up. Okay, so it's loaded up. So there's lots and lots of data here, but what I want to show you is, if you scroll, you can either scroll down or just hit the menu on the left. This tool also shows you content ideas for your chosen keyword. It will show you a lot of data. So look, 9 effective sales closing. These are actual blog posts, and it shows you how popular they are as well. This has had not that much traffic on Facebook, but a lot of interest on Pinterest. Sales handling objections, right? Closing techniques. Okay, and it will also show you the backlinks to it if you want to follow those up. How to increase your conversion rates. All of this content, which is now. Please, I'm not telling you to plagiarize it. I'm just telling you to use it as springboards to come up with your own ideas. But by being able to see how popular things are, you also know what's hot. The same with the YouTube videos. If we hop back over there, you can tell if something's had 60,000 views, 195,000 views, 3 million views, then you know that that's hot topics. Now, I did promise that I would show you how you can do all of this in very, very short time per week, probably less than an hour a week. So let me just show you what I have found. I want to introduce you to something called Promo Republic. Now, I know there's a lot of platforms out there that will do like auto posting for you, but Promo Republic has a lot of features that the others don't have. One of the things that I love about it is that it actually comes with over 100,000 categories and not 100,000 categories, but 100,000 post ideas that you can also you can edit them obviously, but you can draw on them and so on. And the core of it is this calendar. I don't know if I can zoom in on this a little for you. So this might fill the screen a bit, but don't worry, so you can see. So you get this this calendar. So if your business, so let's say you've got, let's say you're a pizza parlor and you've got a coupon promotion or some special event coming up, in a month's time or whatever. So you can put that in the calendar. You can pre-populate it, but you can also pick out ideas for those promotions. But the other thing is, remember I said I would tell you about golden keys to how often to post and what to post, because you cannot put out promotional posts for any business all the time. It'll just drive people insane. And drive them away is more to the point. You need to be able to keep your brand in mind without doing that. So the golden rule really is sort of 80-20. So you want about 80% of informational stuff, entertainment, educational, the fun stuff and the things that keeps people's brains interested and amused. Things people talk about in the bars and the coffee shops. Well, at the moment, as I record this, we're not allowed to go to those, but because we're in lockdown because of the pandemic. But when we're allowed out again, people say, "Hey, do you know that an elephant's trunk takes 1,000 years to grow or whatever?" I don't think that's true. Made that up. But you need to have that kind of post that keeps people. Where did you learn that from? Oh, the pizza shop posted it on their social media. Now, it will also post, of course, to multiple platforms at once. You can have, if you're more than one person, you can have other people posting for you, so you can have a team working with you on the platform. But you can literally pick these things out, slide them across, and you can do this easily, probably for the whole month ahead in about an hour, 1 hour, and then you're done. So I think I said originally an hour a week, but it depends how fast you work and what you want to do. But there are so many. The images are there. You can edit all of this stuff. Let me just give you an idea of the kind of things it does. I'll just zoom out a little bit again so I'm not in the way. So if I move myself out of the way a bit, if I can. So what makes it so different? Oh, should I put Promo Republic in there? Look at that. Let's do it while we speak. See, it just shows that I can't even spell P-U-B-L-I-C. We're just human, no rehearsal. So look what it's got. You've got this 100,000 content library, post ideas, ready to use visual templates. So what I would do is I would go to somewhere like YouTube, pick out a couple of those keywords, come back to Promo Republic, and search for images and posts related to those keywords, and there's your content. It's got a built-in graphics editor with various fonts, shapes, and banners, so it's very, very flexible. Artificial intelligence-driven scheduling, and look, all these platforms it'll post to for you: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Google My Business. So all of those, and you can obviously mix and match, or you can have them simultaneous. And it means, of course, you can post 24/7, so you don't have to worry about world clocks. It lets you do agency-client collaboration, so you can, as I mentioned, you can have that kind of workflow. White label platform to provide advanced brand experience and grow profits. That's something you'll have to explore. Haven't looked at that feature. And a boosting feature to grow, and it lets you to grow reach of posts. So it lets you boost. It lets you repeat posts as well. So if you wanted to repeat posts throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, even throughout the year, there's just a button you can press that you can do it. Now, the link is there on the screen, trevoremden.com/promorepublic. Go and have a look. It's really, really, really cheap. When you consider, weigh it against the cost of hiring a social media agent or manager. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. Full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. If you do buy it through my link, I will get a commission, and thank you very much. But I do recommend, whether you buy it or not, you go and check it out. Go and have a look at their sales page. It's a very simple sales page. You can get a demo, a trial, I think. You will love Promo Republic. It will save you so much time, so much brain work, and everything's there, the graphics, everything. And of course, it tracks for you, so you know how many clicks. When I showed you on Ubersuggest how popular it was, you'll be able to see that about your own posts on those platforms through the Promo Republic platform of yours. It's cloud-based. It'll work on any computer. Go and check out Promo Republic. I think you'll love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye for now.